Hey everybody, it's Matt from You and Your Horror Movies, and welcome to my 31 Days of Horror. A review a day, excuse me, for 31 days. So today I'm bringing you a film from 2008, but it didn't get an official DVD release until this year of 2021. It's put up by Bayview Entertainment, and it's kind of a low-budget film, so probably that's why it took so long. We're talking about the movie The Mill. The Mill, when you read the synopsis of it, and then when you actually watch the movie, it's a little different. It's actually a little misleading. I thought it was one way, but we turned out to be a different. So pretty much you have with The Mill, I got a bunch of college kids. Some of them are dicks, some of them are eh. They decided to have a party at this abandoned mill. They decided to invite this one kid who happens to be the father of the guy who abandoned this mill, pretty much. And of course, everyone's pissed because I guess the mill was a big mill and it did well for the town. So when it shut down, it pretty much shut the town type thing. So a bunch of 8 college kids, they go to a grocery store to get beer. They pick on the grocery attendant, being very rude. And they decide to go out and go to this mill to drink and pretty much to have sex. So anyway, they all get to the mill, and the one kid, the rich kid, who happens to be the mill son's owner, pretty much, is annoying. He's got this weird puppet he brings, and he's talking with everybody, and he's starting to see kind of like a little bit of like a split personality happening with him and this puppet deal, which plays later on in the movie. But when the couples decide to all split to go off and have sex, they're met with different critters. I'm talking spiders, snakes, and rats. Now, they say in the back of this movie that it says what to not know is that they're about to enter a night of pure horror filled with snakes, wild dogs, tarantulas, and a pack of hungry rats. Okay, yeah, that happens, but it's not a creature feature. It's not a nature run amok. This happens to be a slasher. Now, what happens is when they get all spread around in all different areas, when they're kind of like attacked by these things, you don't see who it is. All you see is their feet in these weird rubber shoes, and the killer is picking them off. Like the animals kind of hinder people. The spiders, inject the venom, and either they don't move or they're hallucinating. So it allows the killer to pick them off. Like the snake bites some guy and allows him to be, incapacitated. The rats scare people, and one girl gets a giant hook into her gut and falls on an elevator shaft. So it's not a killer animal movie. It's a slasher. We find out who the killer is later at the end of the movie, because the way the movie starts off is kind of near the ending, which I don't like. So, they tell you, oh, this happens, so then you get earlier that day. Like, oh, okay. So you know what happens there in the beginning. I don't know why movies do that, where they start with the ending and work their way to that ending. To me, it kind of ruins that. But from reading the synopsis and then watching the movie, finding out that it's actually a slasher, I'm like, oh, okay, so we got a slasher on our hands. Why is this person going around slashing these kids? You think it's the puppet dude, because he starts developing a kind of like a split personality. Like he'll start being normal for a bit, and he starts acting really, really weird with this puppet, and then he starts acting more aggressive. It's kind of like more than maybe a red herring type character what we have. And what we have is some okay gore, a little bit of nudity. We do have a boob shot, but other than that, the kills are kind of, some are off screen, some are right there, and they're not the greatest, but we get kills, so that's good. You do get a high body count in the movie, and also the animals were live animals, but they weren't really the killers, so I'll tell you that much. So other than that, for the rest of the movie, you have no special features, just the movie itself and a trailer. So that's all you get, and that's the back. So again, if you're a slasher fan, you might really enjoy this. If you're just a killer animals movie, you'll be disappointed because the animals don't do the killing. Just an individual or individuals. I'm not saying both, but one or, they always had those twists. So I'm not going to ruin that because Be surprised like how I did. Now, would I keep this? Yeah, I'm actually going to keep this movie. I thought it was actually pretty interesting. I've seen a lot of low budget slashers, so yeah, I'll definitely add this and keep this into the collection. Definitely recommend it. If you like slashers, I think you'll have a good time with it, especially how the annoying kids get killed off. Okay. Other than that, I'll probably rate this one probably a 6.5 out of 10. It's okay. It's nothing ooh or crazy about. It's only on DVD, so you can pick that up. So definitely check out The Mill from 2008 from Bayview Entertainment. So yeah. All right, guys. Thanks very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this little review for my 31 Days of Horror for day 1 of 31. Later, guys. Peace.